Hey, welcome to Alum House Sound. My name is Dave, and today we're going to talk about in-ear monitors on a budget. Today we're going to talk about in-ear monitors. Now, for you that are musicians like myself, I've sat in many seats. I've been a worship leader, so singing and playing guitar. I'm actively playing a bunch of drums, playing trumpet, playing bass, sitting in many seats on the stage. You get a feel for what it's like to have floor wedges and then the luxury of having in-ear monitors. Now, it's such a huge thing to think about where you could have some that are custom molded and you see people kind of with their mouth wide open and all kinds of stuff. Or you can just pick up some basic ones. Now, a lot of times people try to go with just some iPhone earbuds, and those are the worst, especially if you're running ClickTrack. So if your organization is running ClickTrack and you put a very breathable in-ear monitor in your ear, you're gonna have the click bleed out. So you wanna get something that suctions well into your ear, sets well, and really offers some good isolation for both you as the musician and everybody else that's listening. So today we've got a budget set of in-ears that we're gonna take a look at. But for me, I've been using in-ear monitors for over 15 years, and I've actually been running the same pair. Now, I'm not gonna talk about which pair, but if you've seen any of the videos or watched me play live, you could probably figure out what I've been wearing. But they were a budget-friendly set of ears, 130 bucks, and this was many years ago. They've done well, they've stood the test of time, but today we're gonna take a look at a more budget-friendly, even more budget-friendly set of in-ear monitors. So I wanna thank KZ for sending these monitors over to me. I've heard about KZ for so many years. A bunch of people talked about them years ago. They were kind of the budget-friendly monitor. And honestly, I bought a pair and I tried them out and I sent them right back. I didn't like them. They didn't sound anywhere near the quality of the headphones that I had. Now, I think they were under $50 and it was just a little less than what I was used to. But they sent me recently this brand new set of KZ Vader Pro. And these things I've got to say have been amazing. So I tested them out over the past couple weeks. I've played drums and I've played guitar and led worship, and I've had them on, and I've even done some A/B testing. Here's a picture of me with one set on and then these set on in a rehearsal, and I would go back and forth between which monitor just to see what the quality was like. Now, these KZ Vader Pros have 6 different drivers in them. That's 3 times as many as what I've got in my current monitors. And the idea there is that more drivers can be isolated. It can offer a much richer experience because each individual driver gets a focused frequency band. If you think about a big EQ, you've got one driver for this and one driver for each section. And it really helps them to stay focused while in a nice, small form factor. Because let's be honest, you've seen some of those people on the big stage and they've got what looks like a whole big orange hanging out of their head, and that's not what we want to look like. So keeping things streamlined while still having awesome sound is one thing that I think KZ has done really well on these monitors. All right, so as you can tell, for a budget-friendly entry-level set of monitors that you can pick up for under 50 bucks, these things do sound great. They've got a slim form factor. I do wish the cable was just a little longer, but for the budget that you're paying, these things are really gonna do you a great job. Now, KZ has provided us with a discount code. So between now and I believe November, check the description for the details. But over the next couple weeks, if you wanted to buy a pair for yourself, for your spouse, for your friends, for your team, pick those up using the link down in the description because you will get a sweet discount. One of my bass players just picked one up, and I've got a couple other people at my church that were interested in getting their own monitors, and this is the right time for them and the right pair. So let's go ahead and take a look at these KZ Vader Pros. We're gonna look at what comes in the box. So in the box here, it's honestly just a set of monitors and a few foam tips. Now, if you've never experienced in-ear monitors, everybody's ear canal or hole is slightly different sized. and so they come with small, medium, and large tips, and they have a little squishy foam. There's also a rubberized version that comes with them as well. I end up personally preferring the rubberized version. That's what I've got on here. But the foam ones, a lot of times you can kind of squish and they will expand inside the ear canal to really get a nice tight seal. Also, the cable is disconnectable. So that is really convenient. If you wanted to just wrap the cables up and not have them, any potential of hurting or getting ripped off, they're easy to swap out and easy to seat back on. I say it's easy, but I apparently can't do it right now. So another thing that comes in the box is the cable. Now the cable is disconnected when you get it out of the box, and it does make it convenient in case you want to wrap the cable and then keep the monitors separate. Now I will say these are still pretty small, and so you don't want to lose them, but it is convenient to know that the cable can disconnect pretty easily and then be reconnected as well. While the cable's off, these are actually pretty slim. For having 6 drivers in here, these are actually pretty compact, which I really like. The kind of the fashionability of them. They're way more fashionable than my other ones that I have. But they've got a little tilt to them. And on the side here, we'll show you kind of an up-close shot. There are some dip switches. There's 4 of them, and you can move them on or off, and that's gonna set different EQ patterns inside of the driver. So if you want maybe a little bit more bass heavy a setup, then you could flip some of the dip switches on. If you wanted a more flat response, which is what I prefer, then you can have them all set to one level. And you can kind of flip them around and see which one suits your needs best, and maybe if you're in different environments, you might choose to change them around. That's a little bit more than what I'm personally looking to do. I do like the fact they've built some flexibility that you can do customization just for yourself right inside of these drivers. Now, keep in mind, you do have to set the dip switches on both of the drivers so that they both respond the same. So we've got the cable comes in. It's got a nice ear loop, which connects in. Again, we've got the foam tip, which we can see here as well. And then the dip switches right back here, labeled 1 through 4. Those give you different EQ patterns. EQ is nice. You can make a smiley face out of them like we used to do in the 90s, or you can do all kinds of crazy things. Well, hey, listen, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried out any of the KZ products, the Vader Pros, or any of their other lines? Let me know down in the comment section any experience you've got with the KZ product. Share it with the community, share with anybody else that might be looking to do some research and looking for their first or second or third pair of in-ear monitors. Also, if you need help, feel free to put some questions down in the comment section. I'm always answering questions, but if you need one-on-one help with any of your audio related things, feel free to check out my website, which is down in the description. You can fill out the contact card and we can start a conversation outside of YouTube. But that's it for this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.